Show us your tips. Daggy with you for what is now traditional, the Breakfast Oaks Day preview on a Thursday morning, flying solo, as I tend to do for this show, to get stuck into a pretty good card. Day 3 of the Melbourne Cup Carnival on the back of some great racing in both Sydney and Melbourne on Tuesday afternoon. Let's kick off. Let's get straight into it. At Flemington, where the rails moved out 6 metres, I think we get back to a dead track. With the great drying conditions there, I imagine now getting 20-plus races into the carnival that they start fanning as we go on. But early on, probably not a bad thing, that fresh patch near the rail to start the day. In the first, which is a 1,700-metre benchmark 70, I had been interested in Brave Miss if she'd turned around the quick backup, but she hasn't. So a couple I'm going to cover here. The first is First Chorus. Super honest, lightly raced mare. Hits the line very well. Will be back in this field, but as I said, maybe not the worst place to be to get into it. Pace against is the only concern there. That being said, one who won't go back with Nash Wheeler on top is Junebug. It will go forward from the white gate. I can't see any other result really here. Gate 17, Nash 5 winners in the last couple of days. His 2 rides yesterday, kind of things of beauty. Go back and watch them if you have not. At around the $15 mark, a bet for sure coming off some Sydney midweek racing, which should stack up well. As I get my tongue working early in the morning. Let's move on. Obviously Full House, I guess, is a live chance, but I've had a bit of a gutful of it. That said, J-Mac, Flemington, always a scary prospect. Next best. The second is the Greys race, 1,400-metre benchmark 90. And always a spectacle, always a fun watch. I'm putting Cloudland on top purely because I think it'll get a great run at 1,400 metres. Should push forward here and be very hard to beat. There is a bit of a distance query, but there's a bit of a distance query for everything in this race with some other horses coming back and so forth. Not a strong race at the end of the day. It can be close to the pace and have it on top. Statuario, best horse. Horse I wanted to back. Horse of Money's come forward this morning. I've just seen everyone in has been fantastic. 3 lengths off Half Yours. That form looks all right now. 3 lengths off Wooten Verney. That form looked all right after the weekend. 2, the only query, the only reason I haven't declared it, and I'll be back in it this afternoon anyway, is the fact it is 2,000 back to 1,400 metres with Logan Bates on top. 1 or 2 less crosses there, and it will be an absolute moral in this race. I think top horse, around the prices that they currently are, back both. And I think we get a result. The third is the Diamond Bracelet, Inglis, 1,600 metres for the girls. And best of the day comes up here in the leader, Oh Diamond Lil. Jump lead win for Rachel King. Very brave coming off the invitation last time out. That was behind Group 1 horses in Steffi Magnetica and Co. Gets complete nap control here. Great run up in front. Unbeaten at the mile, just in case you need something else to float your boat. I don't see how they catch her here on top, and pretty keen that Rachel King can get the job done for me. Keep Your Cool is the obvious danger. It will be stalking. It has the best jockey on it, and it will be the one having last crack that she'll have to fight off Kingy. So give it strength there. And a nice gap in the market because it couldn't possibly touch anything trained by Gary Portelli at the moment. So Oh Diamond, and wherever this market heads to, I may just save on Keep Your Cool if I get the chance, but I'm very keen the leader is going to hold on here. The fourth, stay at benchmark 9 level. We're at 1,800 metres now. I think Liberami is ready. Fantastic run in a Seymour Cup, a trial since, now third up, now straight to 800 metres, tick, tick. Only negative is it's going to be back in the field, as he always gets to do, but he'll be unravelling his big sprint down the middle there, and I'm keen to back it at about $7, as I can see now on my screen. Fortune comes off a couple of Saturday wins in Sydney. Gets an absolute perfect map run. Now gets James McDonald and is an easy bet to have at the same price. Back again, a couple of bet race for me. We'll be getting the results on one of them. The fifth is the Chester Manifold Stakes, a listed race here. We stay at the mile, and all the money came after we talked about it last time out for Exudo, when it opened 20s and jumped nearly favourite in that race here. I think it was just a run short. We're now fully fit, deep into prep, perfect gate for it to get some black type racing here. Exudo on top here. The form behind the two, obviously finished one last time, looks great now with Warney and Zoo Sensation both coming out and Quinella in that race on the weekend. The Quinella? No, they ran in different races, but they both ran first and second respectively. So it's on top and fairly keen to play. Apulia is an absolute ripper. Inside Gate, Michael D should both be okay. Just the whole second up off a long spell thing now is a little bit of a concern for me, which is why I didn't have it on top. But great horse, and it's next best. And the main danger, I had several here at New Endeavour. Wanted to work out what it was doing this race, but it is a drop in grade resuming. It may need the run. I assume it's going to head to a Sandown, one of those things at Sandown, next few weeks, and spend spring down, summer, I should say, down in Melbourne. But the fact they've engaged Zara, the fact they've brought it straight to Melbourne off a winter campaign is interesting. So think about it in terms of your exotics there. The 6 kicks off the Quaddie, where the Country Carnival final, a benchmark 80, starts us off. And spent a bit of time on this race without a lot of answers. I've put number 6, Durite, on top of a nice win there. Like the race 4-year-old mare and real line chaser. I thought did a good job to win last start. Comes here and should get a nice blending run and be very hard to beat. Belfield around 30s is the favourite. They're tied together from a couple of runs back, but just a horse that never seems to get a lot of luck, and when it does, can explode, and did so last time out, did to break back through. And Zara May going on Kangero does make it a dangerous proposition in this race. Off the flashing light first up, sometimes it's a bit misleading, but best jockey on now, and is a live chance. You can always back all 3 there, but predominantly the first 2 will be the ones I get results of there. The other of the group races on the card is the 1100 metres Red Rose Stakes, and we see an absolute ripper here in Point Barrow, who is going to be drawn the outside of the straight here, but geez, unfurled, every start it's unfurled a great sprint. Very good last time out. Eye catcher on the card. On the day and at $4, easy bet to have again. That being said, I am scared of Surfers Up, who all but matched that sprint last start, gets James McDonald, and they did come together up the straight. And if they had an over, I would be very interested to see how close Surfers Up would have got. Absolute live chance and very scary because I imagine the stable have it peaking for this. I haven't told you much the market doesn't already know, unfortunately. I was going to give Exenia a bit of a spruik, but the McAvoys have pulled it out this morning. I think those 2 fight it out. I mean, looking at Ololay, trials weren't great. 3 of them didn't leave me that exciting, but it does stink a bit of a Bjorn setup job here on pace. Maybe worth some thought, but I just wanted to see a little bit more from those trials. The feature is the Group 1 Crown Oaks over 2,500 metres for 3-year-old fillies. And the best horses tend to win Oaks. And this one gets a fantastic run. Zara put it in the right place. It will lead, as we saw on Saturday, will lead if he has to. And I think it's going to be very, very hard to beat. Get a good feeling. 39 horses have done the double of the Oaks, the Wakefield into the Oaks, including Treasure of the Moment last year. I think we repeat the dose here. I think we collect and keep padding our pockets. Number 1 on top. Terrified of Spicy Lou because they're going to give Nash complete. I don't see any situation apart from Nash just rolling across and leading on this race and doing it as he will. It'll be in the finish as a result because he'll get that absolutely right, as he does a lot. Has me a little bit scared. Went looking for the pearls, but the spring champion form is never any good, so just decided to move on from that. Ethereum Girl is a horse I've been waiting to do something. I feel like it's it's been set for this one race, the whole prep. A few warm-up runs, back flowing on. I think this will be the day they think it's got it peaked. So give it some thought, number 5, Ethereum Girl, for your exotics. And let's wrap up the day. Just looking at the final scratchings here. With a winner in Ray Magneri, race 9, number 1. Nearly going to make it best of the day. Now we've lost Nadal, actually. What a ripper. Held up the whole way up the straight last time out. Exploded through one of the most honest horses you'll find in Oz. So it will be winning the last, assuming the inside is no issue. The 2 that concern me, that I'll throw into the Quaddie, down the bottom here, Trembles. Honest little blue-coloured horse for the Freedmans. And Stoke, who comes through this, a similar setup, just completely at the wall, 1,100 metres last time out. Back to 1,000 is a tick, will be on pace. Leader and last is probably a scary proposition. So those last two will also go into the quaddie, but Ray will be very, very hard to beat. Absolute ripper. Up the top there. Speaking of said quaddie, let's have a look at what we've got here. First leg will go 2, Kangero, 4, Belthil, 6, Gurite, 10, Barbie's Dream World, 11, Big Sexy, and 15, Lake of Vostok. Second leg, 7, Point Barrow, 9, Acacia, 10, Surfs Up, 16 is out. Third leg, 1, Get a Good Feeling, 3, Spicy Lou, 5, Ethereum Girl, with a couple of scratchings. Throw Just a Journey in if you need to for your own sanity of this prep. And we'll come in with 1, Ray Magnario, 14, Stoke, and 15, Trembles. My best, race 3, number 1, O Diamond Lil, but now throw in race 9, number 1, Ray Magnario. Value race 4, number 7, Liberami. The bracket of Fortune and It should be getting some chockies as well. Very quickly, a few from Gosford. Make sure they're still in here. Race 3, number 2, Mike Greek God. Race 4, number 4, Oakfield Saturn. And race 8, number 3, Crepe Myrtle. Short but sweet, all 4 of those. You can even mold him up if you want. Back them separately. Be happier. Don't stress too much. It's Oaks Day. We've got Champion Stakes Day to come. With the Beaver, we'll be back tomorrow to help get me through all of that. Thanks for listening, guys. Leave your thoughts and feedback below, and we'll do it all again soon. Take care.